Hello, family. I just want to come on here and have this conversation with you really quick. If you can hear me, make sure you give me a thumbs up. I promise you, this is going to be a quick conversation because you guys, we have two more videos coming later today. All right. We have two more, not two more, I'm lying. We have one video coming later on today. So I wanted to come on here and address this really quick because it is a comment that I am constantly getting all the time, right? Like, oh my goodness, like if you know so much about hair, how come your hair is short? Or I had somebody say, oh, you have the worst looking hair in the out of all of the YouTubers, you have the worst hair, but you're always telling somebody how to grow their hair, or you're always talking about hair growth. Every time I come on your news feed, you're talking about the same thing, but your hair is the same length, right? This is a comment that I'm getting all the time. And I know a lot of people like to say things like, saying, don't pay attention to that, don't pay attention to that. But look, put yourself in my shoes, right? I've been working all day long. Give me a two if you can hear me. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. I'm tired too, but and listen, y'all, I'm not being upset. We have an educational video coming today, okay? So all these little hood rats ain't stopping no show, but I want to address this, not for the grandkids. I'm not addressing this for grandchildren. If you in here, give this video a two. If you in here and you can hear me, give me a two. I'm not addressing this for the grandkids. I don't do it for the grandchildren because peep game. All of the women whose faces you're about to see right now, who just love to talk, none of them would say anything that they say on social media in my face. Not a one, right? So remember, this was the donkey of the week last time, right? Like, I identify as a scientist. You and 50 million others, show us your scientist degree certificate, right? And a cosmetologist, we already talked about that. A cosmetologist is, by definition, a scientist. Just real quick. So that was the donkey of the week last week, right? So today, you guys literally have been editing and like not only editing but just doing other work for my clients and things of that nature. And like I said, this is gonna be quick. I'm gonna drop some receipts for the grandkids that keep coming through. you know but let me be clear before I say this, right? Just because somebody else has an ailment does not mean that they don't know the science of hair. For example, the person who created the blood transfusion died because he needed a blood transfusion. Okay? Does that mean that the science that he did was invalid because he died from the thing that he created the cure for? Absolutely not. He still created he still created the blood transfusion, but died because he needed one. That does not mean that he does not have the proper education to be able to give scientific information, because the science of the human body is going to remain the same whether I have hydradenitis suppurativa or not. So today, one of the donkeys of the day, I can't really see because I'm on my phone. D something, D Marie or something. I'm confused. She goes sing tips, and her hair has been the same length every time she comes on my timeline. First of all, you clearly don't like me, right? So I'm confused about why you're constantly clicking on my videos when you don't like me. That's the first question. The second question I can answer for you. The reason that my hair is looking the same length to you, I guess, is because you're the donkey that didn't really look at my channel before you made the comment, right? I have hydradenitis suppurativa, which you may not know what it is. Google it. But it is something that is very, very not really that well understood. It has no cure. They have something that manages it, but not really, right? So within my body, I deal with hydradenitis suppurativa, and I have shown that to you guys over the years. You know, I have a whole playlist on hydradenitis suppurativa where I even show you guys the outbreaks that I have in my body. There are no secrets, all right? Every time that I do cut my hair, I do show you guys. But see, the difference between me and most of these women who make comments like that, I am not attached to the length of my hair because I understand that my hair is not like my ovaries. And every month I get an additional inch, right? But see, my goal is not to retain length to impress other women that don't like themselves. That's not what I'm doing it for. I am just letting my hair do what it's gonna do, but when I have an outbreak from hydradenitis suppurativa in my scalp, I follow certain procedures, right? So when I'm making videos on YouTube, what I'm sharing with you guys isn't like, oh, all hell send out, right? What I'm sharing with you is what I've learned because hydradenitis suppurativa has no cure. So year after year, I could have 5 years that I'm in remission, that there is nothing wrong. I could have hair down my back, and then I could have one outbreak that will cause me to cut all my hair off. But I have gotten to a place where I have learned A, for my clients that have hydradenitis suppurativa, and B, for myself, because I'm not trying to shave my head every time I have an outbreak. I could literally eat a hot pocket and get an outbreak from hydradenitis suppurativa in my scalp. But see, the thing about Black women that makes y'all so ignorant, and I'm saying y'all because I'm a Black woman too, and I'm talking to a specific group of Black women. The thing that makes you look so ignorant is the fact that you getting online attacking another Black woman who's only coming on here to get free information that you can Google yourself, right? And you being so ignorant, not even knowing that the person that you talking shit to has a disorder that has no cure, right? Hydradenitis suppurativa. That's why, as a people, stop getting online and just randomly talking crap because it makes you look so bad. You know why? The reason that I'm coming on here and saying this to you, right? This is not to rant and complain about women talking crap about me. You know why? I do not care. I don't. The reason that I'm talking to you is because I don't want the ignorance of other women to stop the women who need the help from getting the help that they need. Because regardless of what little petty Paula Curry got to say, regardless of what's your name, these nuts, D Marie, regardless of what D Marie has to say, I get results across the board. Thousands, not hundreds, thousands of women have these results, not in years, but in months. You know why? Because all of the techniques that I have that are inside of my 7-day challenge, that are inside of my ebooks, that are inside of the free videos that I post here on YouTube that you do not have to watch. Okay? Have there is proven scientific fact. I am a scientist, my baby. Google what scientist means. A scientist is a person who has been trained in certain areas. I have been trained, tested, and passed, okay? Certifications, degrees on the human body and the human scalp. All of the information that I bring you, my love, you can test out and try on your own. This is one of my reviews. I'm going to give you a couple. This is from somebody for one of my paid courses, right? And then I'm going to give you some reviews from people who just simply watch my YouTube videos. All right. So this is her saying that, you know, giving her testimonial on how long she's been doing it. It has not even been 6 months. This is not going to be even 6 months, right? This is her before she started the challenge. And the challenge is just a system of the same exact information that I teach here, right? And then this is her after. This is not a year later. This not 9 months later. This is her before, okay? And this is her after. So I don't have a reason to make up anything, you guys. And the whatever I'm going through in my body has absolutely nothing to do with the science of hair. Absolutely nothing. Because this is the thing. What I'm not going to do is be in bondage about my own hair to teach other people. That's what I'm not going to do. because my husband actually really is into my hair when it's in a short pixie cut. Like he into it. So one day you may come on YouTube and I may cut all of my hair off because I'm not attached to it. Because I understand that if I follow a certain procedure, I can grow an inch a month. So it's something that I'm not pressed about in any way, shape, or form. And I really, really encourage all of you to stop being pressed about it too. But see, the thing is, a house that is divided against itself can never, ever, ever stand. And as a people, as Black women, we are a house that is divided against itself because I'm on here teaching you guys just the science of hair. I'm not negating anything. I'm not calling anybody dumb. I'm not calling anybody stupid. I'm just saying, hey, sis, we've been doing it the wrong way. Let's do this. Let's try this. Let's do this. And the part that's frustrating is when a person like me gets on social media to give information freely, harmless information. We're talking about if whether or not you grease the scalp, right? If whether or not you grease the scalp. So it's like, if I'm telling you that you shouldn't grease the scalp, but you really do want to, why not just sign off? Why stay on and call names? Why stay on and talk crap? I just don't understand. But you don't have to make me understand because I'm not here for you. This is who I'm here for. All right. This is who I'm here for. Oh, yes. Don't stop. There are more women that have not heard from you yet. Like her, after I watched your videos, I decided to stop applying grease and oils to my scalp. No more sores or bumps on the scalp. This is the thing. This is a woman who has paid me no money. She's just simply watching my videos. So the same video that she watched, right, is the same video this Tinkerbell right here watch. But see, the mindset and the mental frame of this woman is in a healthier place than the mindset of this woman, right? Because this woman understood, like, okay, she's saying, don't let's try not to do the stuff that we've been doing all of these years. And let me just see what happens. Because I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm not telling you to go get nothing extra. I'm just saying, you know how you use that one product, don't use that no more. Just for a minute. Don't throw it away. Just try it out. And then when they do that, they get these results. No calling me out of my name, no telling me that I'm dumb. I gained nothing. I gained nothing. I do not know this woman. Me and her have never talked on the phone. She has paid me no money whatsoever. The only thing that I received from this woman, which I am very grateful for, is watch time. So please explain to me why grandchildren constantly feel the need to come and find arguments where they do not exist. If you do not want the information, my love, that I am providing, Tinkerbell, go ahead on about your biz, naive. All right, ma'am, I stopped putting oil in my scalp about 6 weeks ago, and I have not seen a flake on my scalp in weeks, and my sebum production is up. I had been dealing with flaky scalp for most of my life. You the best. Again, this woman paid me no money. She just simply tried out what I said for herself without being ignorant, without being combative, without trying to argue about stuff that she does not have any type of formal education about. She just said, you know what? I'm gonna just try it real quick. She tried it. Her dandruff is gone. No more flakes on her scalp. No more scalp inflammation. And her hair is growing at great rates. Again, nobody is sitting here trying to go back and forth with y'all and argue with y'all. And the reason why most Black women cannot get counsel is because people do not want to go through this. I don't mind, okay? You know why? My purpose is bigger than anything that comes out of these grandkids' mouth. It's so much bigger. I do not care. Nothing about it. But the reason that I make videos like this is because it's so easy. If you're confused and you're trying to find information, you're just gonna come into my channel. You don't really know me like that. And then you get people in the comments, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. Oh, you're gonna be confused. Do not be confused by ignorant women. And I'm sorry. And this is the thing. I don't care who has something to say about me putting people's faces out there. If y'all do not want smoke, do not shoot over here. Just do not do it. Stop it because it makes no sense. My intentions are pure. Stop oiling my scalp. About a year ago, scalp is not dry, never was, just hair. My hair's been loving jojoba oil lately. And what she's saying is, I've been teaching y'all on my channel that you do not need to put oil on your scalp. Oil is for the hair shaft to help you detangle, uh, to help you maintain styles, for heat protecting and different things, but it is not for the scalp. That's what she was saying. Scalp is not dry, never was, just hair. My hair has been loving jojoba oil lately. Still do scalp massages daily with no oil. My hair is getting there thanks to you. And this is the thing, it's not thanks to me, it's thanks to the science of the human body. All I'm doing is telling y'all where to look. That's it. And that's all. Okay, nobody is sitting on here trying to argue with y'all. And the thing is, and what the frustration you hear in my voice is real frustration. You know why? As a people, as Black women, it is so irritating that we cannot just have conversations without y'all finding something to be combative about, something to fucking argue about. Like, what reason do you have to watch a video and then make a comment like this? I identify as a scientist. I don't identify as a scientist. I am a scientist legally, right? But even if I did identify as a scientist, what about that bothers you so much? What about that bothers you so much? This world is changing, it's shifting. Everything about it is changing. Nothing about it will be the same. And as I'm living and breathing on this earth, my daughter will grow up in a world where women can communicate with each other. My daughter will grow up in a world where she's not surrounded by ignorant women who cannot communicate. It's not gonna happen. So when anytime y'all shoot at me, you're going to get smoked. I love y'all so much, but I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm here for. These are my intentions. These are my intentions. These results right here. This is my intention and nothing else. All right. So I would appreciate it if you on my channel and you don't like me. If you on my channel, you don't like the way I talk, then maybe this is just not the place for you. But I am not trying to convert anyone. I'm not trying to make you believe that I know more than anybody. Everything that comes out of my mouth, you can type into Google, right? And figure out, like I taught you in one of my last videos, go check that video out. Actually, how to search for medical journals. Don't just go on Google. Actually search for a medical journal and research everything that I say. Everything that comes out of my mouth is a scientific fact. I do not do trends. I don't do trends. I don't do like, oh, this is popular. I don't do it. It makes my skin crawl. I never have. I would be 10 times further in my career if I decided to do that, but I will not. I'm not here for it. So again, my intentions are pure. The person that you're looking at right now, she will never have scalp inflammation again, and she didn't pay me a quarter. She watched the same free videos that the ignorant grandchildren are watching. Period. Okay? Like, I love y'all so very much, but we have to get to a place where if we don't like what somebody is saying, we just practice our rights and get the freak off the video. Like, if you don't like me talking, you gonna sit here and listen to me talk more as you type? Like, sis, it makes no sense. All right. All right. So I'm gonna read y'all comments. These nuts. I'm crying because, man, watch out. Listen, I'm not, I want to say I'm choosing violence. I don't want to say I'm choosing violence. I'm not choosing violence, but listen, I don't know where y'all from. And I don't know how y'all get down, where y'all from, but I don't do all of that. I don't do all of that. And just because when you work for somebody else and somebody else signing your checks, you be worried about coming online and saying and talk. I sign my checks. You hear me? Like, listen, y'all can keep on talking the bullshit online if y'all want to. Everybody gonna see it. I'm not about to keep playing with y'all. Just uploaded a great video on the history of Black women's hair. Yes. Yeah, sure was. Girl, I just started following and stopped oiling my scalp. You are correct. That's what and this is the thing, I'm just saying, just try it for your own comfort, my baby. If you I'm saying don't buy nothing else. Don't put nothing on your scalp. That's what I'm saying. And if you gonna use oil, only put it on your hair shaft. Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you don't want to do that, keep putting it on your scalp. I'm telling you, I still have to work. I still have to make money. I step from behind the chair, but I am still a cosmetologist. Now, on a daily basis, I heal scalp infections. That is what I do for a living. I cure scalp infections caused by over manipulation and from product buildup on the scalp and from greasing the scalp from blue. That is what I do for a living. So I come on here and I consult with y'all for free. So y'all won't even run into it to have to book an appointment with me. All right. That's the only reason that it's happening. So that's the only thing that I wanted to come on here to and say to y'all. I am going to leave it open for like 2 minutes for y'all to ask any questions. If y'all want to ask any questions, but I'm not on here like, oh, stop coming for me. Ain't nobody coming for. Oh, and I know y'all mean it in a good way, but I don't. Ain't nobody coming for me. For somebody to come for you, they have to have the ability or the capability to even stand in the same room as you. And none of the chicks that are no man, watch out. You got for you to come for me, you gotta be able to stand in the same room that I'm standing in, and you can't. And when I'm saying I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about the mental capacity. No woman who is educated is going to argue with me about if whether or not you need to oil the scalp. A woman who wants to argue with me about it is a woman who is not educated properly on the scalp. And my father used to tell me all the time, you cannot explain logic to an illogical mind. I am not here for the chaotic women. I am not here for the women who cannot have conversations without going back and forth. I'm not here for you, my baby. I am not here for you. So if you don't like me, most likely I don't like you either. I'm so serious. Our energies don't would probably wouldn't match. And that's okay. But understand that my intention is to bring these results. I'm gonna show you again. My intention is to bring these results to women, and I've done that. I have clients, male and female, all over the freaking world. Do you hear me? All over this planet. So I'm not on here trying to make you believe anything. I am simply trying to help my baby. And if you don't want the help, you don't have to take it. But I just want you guys to know that all of the things that I do, I'm doing it for the women like you. And you do not have to worry about me stopping anything. Okay? Because I understand that there are more people who don't really understand, who don't really know the science of hair. But I know you're human, right? And maybe you had that thought too, like, oh my God, like, how come it looks like her hair is always the same length? Well, if you think that, then go watch my playlist titled Hydradenitis Suppurativa, or go watch my playlist titled My Hair Growth Journey with Hydradenitis Suppurativa, and you'll understand why my hair gets cut every time it gets cut, when it gets cut. Like, it's been amazing watching you fight for the fact science for so many years. Your content does really relate to me. I've stayed following for your content. And this is the thing. What's really funny about stuff, like I remember, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and then we can go because we got a video coming in a couple hours. But the thing that is really funny, like not even a year ago, it was BBLs, 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 right? And it was arguments between black women about that, and arguments between women about that. And now today, all of the women who started the BBLs, who started the lip injections, who they all taking them out. And there's so many people like myself who were on social media like, don't do it, it's a fad, it's a fad, it's a money grab, it's a fad, they're gonna stop doing it by the time it's popular, by the time a whole bunch of people have access to it, most people they stop it. And sure enough, everybody taking their booty out, Everybody taking all of their lip injections out. So everybody just walk around looking like they got stung by a bumblebee in the lips, that little cute poosh face. That's about to be old now. And they switching everything over to skinny being in. And then remember the baby hairs, the little swoopty doops everybody doing, got they swoops on their eyebrows. Watch, mark my words. By the end of this year, nobody's gonna be doing that no more. The wig people, when you do a wig brand deal, they ask you not to do the baby hairs no more. They don't want you to do it anymore. You know why? Because now the new it thing is the natural baby hairs. Hey, nobody doing little swoop baby hairs no more. They're not doing that. Now the only baby hair they doing is the natural curly baby hair. So y'all about to watch by the end of the year, nobody gonna be doing them crazy dumb looking swoops touching their eyebrows. Nobody's gonna be doing that anymore. It's gonna be about the natural hairline because that's what it's turning into now. How many videos do y'all now see with all of them swoops? Y'all barely see baby hair now. All y'all see now is the natural hairline because it's about the money. And y'all don't know the difference between somebody doing something for money and somebody giving y'all facts. And the ones that's doing it for the money, y'all following up behind them and nobody's cussing them out. But the people who telling y'all, okay, this is the real, y'all mad at them. But in 2023, everybody that y'all call the conspiracy theorist, everybody that y'all call the hater, everything's coming out. Everything's coming out. So I love y'all, but that's what it is. But see, this is the thing. And I'm not going, I know some people are not going to agree with this, but I need y'all to understand this is not an opinion. I have been a licensed cosmetologist for 17 years. This is not an opinion. This is a fact. Yes, back in the day, they were doing baby hairs and stuff like that. And like the A-line bob that got made popular by Salt and Pepper. If y'all go do y'all research, that was a mistake. They overprocessed her hair with a relaxer, and then they ended up cutting it in the A-line bob because they ain't had no time right before the show. That's what happened. And then so many people liked her hairstyle, so they started following her with the A-line bob, and that's what happened. Do your research. When it comes to baby hairs and swoops and stuff, yeah, we did that for a minute back in the day and stuff, but that was more so around the Jerry curl juice and all of that. It was around the Jerry curl juice and all of that stuff. With wigs, with lace wigs, I do not care what anybody is talking about. The only reason that you do baby hairs on wigs, that started from us hiding the lace. I am not giving you an opinion that I read online. I am a licensed cosmetologist. I was in the game when wigs and lace frontals first started coming out. When we were going to classes, learning how to do it, baby hairs were put in place to hide the lace. The lace was not transparent and invisible like it is right now, Sugar Plump. It was not. So the baby hairs were put in place to hide the lace. Because even if your style is melted, the lace when you left is not going to stay melted that long because lace wigs are temporary. They're not supposed to last and stay looking like that for 6 months. You have to redo that lace. So baby hairs were not like, oh, history repeating itself because the style. No, ma'am. That's not what happened. And any cosmetologist you go ask that was doing that, that's why we brought baby hairs back. We did not bring baby hairs back because it was a fad. Absolutely not. Baby hairs were brought back to hide lace. Period. No. Well, originally, when it came with baby hairs, originally, yes, the swoops and stuff, that was like, but you got to remember, there were different hairstyles, twisties, updos. There's so many different styles from back then that they were attached to. And it was the baby hairs and the swoops was attached to those styles because of those styles. Baby hairs and swoops came back from lace frontals. Go back and do your research. It came from lace. Before lace frontals came out, the last time anybody was doing baby hairs and those big old swoops like that was back in the day. Cosmetologists brought swoops and stuff back to hide the lace on frontals. Period. Period. If and I'm just being, I hope don't nobody take offense to this, but if women can't think for themselves and they favorite celebrities start doing swoops again, absolutely it's gonna come back because people are followers. They don't have minds of their own. I'm just being sorry. So absolutely, anything could be made a fad again. If Drake get up and start wearing fanny packs every day, everybody gonna start making fanny packs. Like, that's just what it is. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's supply and demand. That's the way the world works. It's okay. But we did not bring baby hairs back as a hairstyle. Baby hairs was brought back to high lace. And then the majority of women wear laced wigs and frontals. So the majority of women are walking around with baby hairs and swoops. The women on Love and Hip Hop, that's all they was wearing. The Love and Hip Hop days. Man, watch how I've done multiple people on Love and Hip Hop. I have the proof on my channel to like what? That's what it was. It was to hide the lace for the camera. So that's what happened. And then over time, you got a wig on and you're not gonna take it off, you're gonna put it in a ponytail. And then you putting the baby hairs up. So it was like, oh, this is cute. A ponytail and a bun with the baby hair. So then it started evolving. It started to evolve back into something away from the wigs. And by the time YouTube got it, by the time non-professionals got it, it's old. By the time everybody doing it across social media is old. Why you think Kim Kardashian took her booty out? Not because she tired of it, but because it made her different. It made her stand out. Now all y'all going to get BBLs. So she taking it out. All y'all doing the big girl fake bodies. So she's like, okay, I'm not different no more. I gotta take it out. That's what's happening. Come on. Come on, y'all. I love y'all so very much. But we have to pay attention to like fads. We have to know the difference between fads and the science of hair. So that's why I'm always here on my channel sharing stuff with you just so you can have the science. So when you have the science, you can know the difference. Am I saying that you shouldn't participate in certain fads? No. If you like certain fads and you want to get your hair cut in a bob, baby, do it. Ooh, that's like one of my favorite ones. Oh my God, like an A-line bob is one of my favorites. And not to mention for the grandkids, like my baby, I actually happen to like my hair at a certain length. All black women are not obsessed, or all women are not obsessed with having long hair. So everybody hair grows at least a half an inch a month. Everybody. So yeah, I just want y'all to get into like the routine and the pattern of just really, really looking at facts. And I want you guys to get in the routine and in the pattern of like not judging people based on how they look. Because just because there I know a woman, one of the dopest scientists that I know, one of the women that I've learned the most from has cancer, right? And it's an aggressive form of cancer. She's in remission and she's fine, but she's one of the most masterful scientists that I've ever met in my life. She's a black woman. No, she got a little bit of black in her, but so she a black woman, but she don't. Anyway, that don't matter. She's skin bald, but she is one of the most brilliant minds that I have ever came in contact with on this planet. I swear to God, not that I've been all over the planet, but like, oh my God, she don't have not a freaking hair on her head. She don't even have eyebrows because of the form of alopecia she has. The form of alopecia that she has does not like negate any of her knowledge. What? So she been this masterful scientist for 30 years. She get alopecia and now all of her information, everything that she knows, she trash now? That's ignorant. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. So the only reason, again, I just wanted to come on here, had this little chit chat because I have to be honest and be human. Like I literally got done working. And before I went downstairs, I went ahead and scheduled the video because the video is gonna go up in 2 hours. So, well, actually, I think I'm gonna post it after this because y'all already in here. So, like, as soon as I end here, the other video, I'm gonna make it public. Uh, but I'm literally like sitting here and about to lay down and change my clothes and start cleaning up and getting dinner prepped or whatever because my kids just got done or whatnot, doing everything, getting everything done with their schooling and stuff. And I'm laying here, and the very first thing that I see when I pick up my phone, the very first thing that I see after I get done editing the video to teach people something, I get, how come I'm confused? How come every time I come on her page, her hair's shorter? It's like y'all are ignorant. Like, and it's just, if I was a different type of person, or like if I didn't feel that my purpose was bigger than the ignorance of the women that are online, I would have stopped so long ago. Cause it's literally every single time, and this was just on the premiere, the very first comment, like the premiere was not, I mean, not the premiere, the preview post that's like a minute long, y'all. It wasn't even up 2 fucking minutes. I swear to God, like I couldn't even I couldn't even go to the actual video to screenshot her comment. I had to go inside of the creator studio because YouTube hadn't even picked up the comment all the way yet. That's how new the video was. Like, you're that ignorant. And that's why I gave her the long comment. And it wasn't even for her, it was for anybody else that come back. Because normally when one ignorant grandchild come on there, all of her ignorant cousins come with her. And I just wanted them all to be able to read this together. So I didn't have, but y'all, the video wasn't even up that 10 minutes. You see, I don't even think it was up 10 minutes. I don't know why I say 10 minutes ago, but that was just when I got to it, I guess. 10 minutes. 10 minutos. 10 minutos. Ooh, y'all so funky. Okay. All right. Go. I love y'all. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you, Paula. Well, she doesn't have hair. How could she know the science? Can you imagine saying that? Like, it's so dumb. And it's like, what's crazy is, like, I think y'all, a lot of people who do stuff like that, I think people, and I'm about to take this off the screen in a minute. A lot of people who do that, I think that people think that when they say stuff like that, it makes me look dumb. It only makes you look dumb. Because anybody with a brain, like, or anybody with common sense understands that a surgeon who specializes in cancer can still get cancer. Like, you get that, right? I don't think people understand that. Like, a person who specializes in a skin disease can still get a skin disease. You get that, right? Like, y'all are special. And when you come on and you make comments like that, it only makes you look stupid. It doesn't make me look dumb. Like, you can specialize in the brain and still have something and still get Alzheimer's. You can still have things happen to your body. Like, you can specialize in driving and fixing cars and still have your car break down. That's like saying that a mechanic isn't a good mechanic. Like, how you fix cars and your brakes and your car stop? How you fix cars and your car don't work? Like, that's how y'all sound. How you a dentist and your breath stink? How you a dentist and you gotta brush your teeth in the morning? That's crazy. Like, y'all, ooh. So yeah, love you guys. Give me a 2 if, okay, no, just say now or later if you want me to go ahead and post the video when we get off of here, say now. If you want me to post it at 6 o'clock, say later. So just say now or later. Hey boo, you're gonna have to rewind it. Cause I started getting irritated when I like a couple minutes ago. That's why I switched it. Cause I don't know. Where I'm from, I don't, man, I just, I'm just, where I'm from, people, people get popped in the mouth for stuff like that. Like, you don't just be randomly just talking shit. Like, you don't just, where I'm from, you don't talk shit unless you want to do something. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all just online just talk. Ooh, it just make my eyebrows itch. Wow, I just started to watch you yesterday, and I was just talking to my cousin about you and how we should treat our hair, which has to make, take a second look on how. Yeah, and that's, babe. And like, listen, first of all, welcome to the family, Gloria One first. But literally, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make y'all stop what y'all doing, girl. And I want to say I don't care about y'all. I care about all y'all, but girl, I know you. Not you, but I know y'all. And y'all know me. Now you can't see me, girl. I look dusty as hell. I got my husband's shirt and a bonnet, and I'm laying in my bed, kicking my feet up. Like, y'all know me. You can't see me. I can't see you. I'm just sharing it out of love, right? And that's all I want to do, Gloria. That's all I want to do. I just want you to hear something, and then start doing research for yourself, right? Take the things that apply and the things that don't, let them fly. You don't gotta come and say that shit don't fly. What the hell? Like, my dude, my guy, little baby, what you doing? Now. I love you, Sky T. You was like, baby, do it when you feel like it, girl. Whatever you wanna do, I'm cool with, baby. The internet, oh girl, that's, and I, when y'all hear the intensity of my voice, that's where it's coming from. Because yes, I'm a scientist. Yes, I am a nerd. Do you hear me? I am a nerd. Oh, the nerdalization is so real in my house. You just don't even understand. Okay. But it's like, that don't change where I'm from. And it's like, I just don't understand the mentality of thug thumbers. Like, I just don't get it. Y'all be so tough with y'all thumbs. Just so tough. Oh my God. Your husband from the D too? Oh my God. So he understands. Oh, like, these women. Hold on, y'all. I gotta change these headphones. And I think that's what irritates me the most. Like, those women. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Give me a 2 if you can hear me. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I'm telling you, like, your husband from the D, so your husband already know. Like, you go ask your husband what would happen if one of them was to just randomly walk up to me and be like, why your hair look like that? No, let's go to this one. Hold on. Let me go ask your husband right now what would happen, what he would witness happening if he was in Detroit. If this woman walked up to me, being a woman from the west side of Detroit, okay, coming up to me and saying, oh, so you identify as a scholar? You and 50 million others, show me your scientist degree then, since you a scientist. Go ask your husband what would have happened in the D if she would have walked up to me like that. Go ask your husband what would have happened. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you wouldn't come up to me and say it in my face, don't do it on here. Just don't. Please go ask your husband what would happen. Please. This social media has created keyboard warriors. Listen, that ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. Wouldn't burp a grape if their name was Welch's. Your hair knowledge is priceless. Thank you so much for sharing. It is my absolute pleasure. I do it for the women like you, boo. I promise I do. And y'all do not have to worry about me stopping. But the only thing is, though, if y'all want me to do it, y'all, every blue moon, y'all gonna have to hear this. Because sometimes I just don't be wanting to do it because I can't. It's worse when somebody when somebody say something and you can punch them in the face. It's not a big deal. But when you can't do nothing about it, it makes, girl. Ooh. Anyway, I'm on day 1 of the 7-day challenge using Olaplex. Thanks for seeing. Oh, you on day 1? Talk to me in the group when we get off of here. I'm going to, well, no, when we get off of here, you got to watch the video that's going up. And then after that, head over to the 7-day challenge group and we can talk. And if you are not in the group, email me and I'll get you in your boo. Fellow science nerd here. You ever just block people? Yeah, girl, let me tell you something. Anytime I come on here and I put anybody on the screen, they are like 1 of like 37. I just don't want to do 50 million of them at one time. I block people all the time. All right. I block them all the time. Y'all only seeing 1 today. I had like 20. I'm just giving you 1 of them. I block them all the time. But even though you still have to take in the energy before you block them, I still got to see it and then block them. So your hair is growing just fine. Thank you. And thank y'all for that, but I don't need that self-gratification. I am the girl. Totally, I will be doing a consultation. Oh. You gonna have him in the background. Man, listen. Let me tell you something. I just don't understand because of where I come from. And if you from Detroit, if you from New York, I don't know, Chicago, I don't know, places that's like Detroit, I don't know. You cannot comprehend thug thumbs, or you cannot comprehend all of these tough online people. Because real hood people are not online talking shit because they understand that the police can see it. And it can all be used against them in court. So anyway. Anywho, but if you want to book a consult, then you can check the description box. I have all of my information for the description box in there. But listen, if you got a husband from the D, then you are responsible for praying for me, okay? Because if you got a husband from the D, that means that you got if you got kids by him, that means you got Detroit kids. You can't you can take them out the hood, but you can't really take us out. It's in there, it's in the water. It's in the water. I'm going to go to the salon tomorrow to see how bad I damaged my hair after my big chop from my locks I did in 2020. I was the one that never trimmed to start over. If my ends are bad, I will shave my hair. And let me tell you something. It is going to grow back so fast. It is the thought frame that Black women don't have hair or that your hair cannot grow that keeps it from growing. It is your constant need to hack your hair growth cycle that causes your hair to slow down. Black women want to argue you down that you need oil, and you don't want to even acknowledge the fact that God literally made a gland in your scalp that serves no other purpose but holding oil. But then you still want to argue that you need to grease your scalp. But then when you go in to see a dermatologist and they tell you what's wrong with your scalp, they tell you got dandruff, and all of these different disorders. Dandruff is an overproduction of oil. Seborrheic dermatitis is an overproduction of oil, and dandruff is a mild version of seborrheic dermatitis. So it's an overproduction of oil within the sebaceous gland. But then when y'all see dandruff on your scalp, you go add more oil. You see dandruff, you go get petroleum, you go get blue magic and grease your scalp. Where the only reason you have dandruff is because you have too much oil on the scalp. But then you want to argue with me and tell me that I'm a fraud because I'm saying don't put oil on your scalp. When you have an overproduction of oil, I feel like I am on a different planet. Like I'm on the wrong planet, and the people that I'm on this planet with don't speak the same language that I speak. Because I'm like, this is crazy. It is so crazy that I have to argue with women about if whether or not your scalp needs oil and you have a gland in your scalp that produces its own oil. Then you go to the dermatologist say, you got an overproduction of oil. Here goes this. This is the prescription that you're asking me for. This is gonna cure it. This is gonna dry the oil out. But then you argue with the dermatologist. You tell the dermatologist he ain't black. She ain't black. She don't know. It's making my scalp feel dry. Cause you got an overproduction of oil. That's why it's making it feel dry, because it's drying the oil out. Oh my God. It's like it's insanity. It is pure insanity when you really think about it. The fact that there are blogs with women screaming, arguing, calling each other out of their name about oiling the scalp when you have a sebaceous gland. And all across social media, everybody starts a product line so they can get for oil to get rid of dry scalp. Oh my God. Like it is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. And then woman after woman, product line after product line is making oil to cure dandruff. And dandruff is an overproduction of oil. It is craziness. And if I say anything about it, I'm a hater. Oh my God, this is it's crazy. This is a coincidence. I'm watching your live today, which is a sign for me to take heed, especially I asked the universe to help a couple weeks ago. Listen, and I'm telling you, it's so simplistic. I'm not telling y'all to do nothing extra. I'm telling you to work with your body instead of against it. The video that y'all gonna watch today is going to explain and show y'all where the oil is coming from and what it does. That's it. All I'm trying to tell you to do is how to unblock the follicle from all of the stuff that you've been putting on it. Because Black women are the only women who grease their scalp. But everybody has the same sebaceous gland. The only difference is the size of the follicle. So it takes longer for the oil to get down the hair shaft if the hair is not handled a certain way. But if you handle the hair a certain way, excuse me, if you handle the hair a certain way, you can get the sebum from the follicle to the ends. No problem. What are we talking about? I love y'all, but it's crazy. Like, I'm like, is this real life? Do you do consultations on Saturday? When I look, they are blocked out. No, I do not. If I do, it is a little extra because it's Saturday, so I don't work, which is probably why you need Saturday because you know work. So if I do consultations on Saturday, it is a little extra, so you can email me. I'd rather do past my normal business hours, like later in the day, than a Saturday. But email me, we can talk about it. It's called a lack of knowledge. And listen, not being knowledgeable about that is okay. For example, I'm not about to argue with nothing a gynecologist got to say about cootie pops and stuff. You know why? Because I don't know nothing about it and I don't want to know nothing about it. You understand me? I'm not going to argue with nothing that somebody who be doing stuff with cootie pops got to say because I don't want to know nothing about it other than what I need to know for myself. So anything that somebody tells me, I'm going to do my own research for it. If my ends are damaged from my negligence, then I will shave my hair and start over the right way with confidence. Thank you, Sam, for helping us. And this is the thing, boo. You may not have to shave your whole head, though. So don't go that far. Just only take off the stuff that need to go. That's another thing. I need y'all to lose all that big chop energy. Like, I gotta shave all my hair off. No, you don't. You don't gotta shave all your goddamn hair off. Even if your curl pattern is different, that don't mean your hair damaged. Stop taking whole clippers and shaving y'all heads and walking around here looking like Bobby Brown. You don't gotta do that. Mm. You do not gotta be walking around here looking like Bobby Brown. It may not even be that bad. Don't you be shaving your whole head unless you got to. You not about to be looking like Baby Brown. My husband let his grandma oil his scalp. Oh man, where it go? Where it go? Oh, the other day, and because his scalp has been really dry, he's had small patches of dandruff. I really didn't think that that was a good idea, but he let her do it, and that's what I'm saying. Listen, I got grandma. Why y'all be acting like I don't got a grandma? I got grandmas too. One of my grandmas is gone. The other one is still here. I got grandmas too. I got a mama that used to grease my scalp too. My mama was like, for real? And I showed my mama, she was like, hell no. My mama called my grandma. My grandma was like, hell no, we ain't doing that shit no more. Like, what are we talking about? Why are we acting like just because our grandmas did it, that that was the right way? Our grandmas was right after slavery. Why are we acting like our grandmas had the access to the best stuff? What are we talking about? Why are we acting like our grandmothers had the biggest education on the human body, the scalp and sebum levels? Our grandmothers didn't know nothing about that, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. They didn't have the ability to, but they did have the ability to set us up and put us in position to learn actual knowledge and facts, not to keep recycling the same stupid stuff if it's not right. Like, come on. That's this. Come on, dog. Like, come on, dog. Please give me your email. I'm trying to make sure my husband is present. When we get off of here, check the description box and I'll have my email there, I promise. But it's weird to put it on the screen right now. What is weird, I have watched many YouTubers and I have never came across you considering you have been on YouTube for years. Thanks for your comments and science. But see, the reason that my stuff don't come up is because I'm not fitting the algorithm. I don't fit into hex. Trust and believe, if I put 4C, 4B, 4D, 4W, XYZ before my videos, y'all will see my shit just as much as y'all see everybody else's. But I don't feed into hacks. I don't give a shit how high it take me in the algorithm. Most of the videos that y'all see that went viral for y'all is because they posted and put 3A, 3B. That's how tags work. That's how the YouTube world works. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving y'all bullshit for views. I'm not gonna do that. Everybody else has been giving y'all bullshit for views. 3C, 3B. If you go ask most YouTubers who made the curl typing chart up, they can't even tell you. I can. Andre Walker in the early 1990s. I was about 3 years old when he made it up for his product line. So he could sell products. It's not real. It's never been real. And that's a fact. Google it right now. Who made up the curl typing chart? It's going to say Andre Walker. It has no scientific backing and it is backed by you will not find one scientist walking the face of this earth that stands behind the curl typing chart and bet money. If you find one that stands behind it, I bet money she got a product line. I bet money he got a product line. If they stand behind it. Mm-hmm. You won't see it because it's not real. It was a fad. It was made up to get your coin and it worked. So it is what it is. My integrity is bigger than that because peep game. 4 years from now, ain't nobody gonna be talking about 4C, 4B, nothing. They gonna be laughing about it and they gonna be talking about how much of a fraud it was and making a whole bunch of YouTube videos about how they played everybody. Just like they did with the coochie cream. The same way y'all are with 4B, 4C, that's how everybody was with coochie cream, minus that. And now today, don't nobody remember or want to admit that people was using monostat. Don't nobody want to admit that. People don't like admitting that. But before rice water, There was coochie cream. They was mixing monostat in conditioner. You know why it was working? Because most black women had yeast infections of the scalp because they wasn't washing their hair as much as they were supposed to. So most black women had yeast infections or just really, really harsh bacteria infections from greasing the scalp. So then they put monostat on it, and the monostat killed the yeast and the other bacteria that was there. And then their natural hair growth cycle was reset. So it was like monostat grow the hair out. So professional cosmetologists was telling they people to put monostat coochie cream in their hair. Yes, they were. And now today, don't nobody remember the shit today. Because that's what y'all do. Y'all do crazy stuff. And then when it's dumb and y'all figure out that it's dumb, everybody stop doing it and don't nobody remember or want to admit that they was doing it before. But y'all was all putting coochie cream in y'all hair. I know it for a fact. Because I was healing it. I've been doing this for 18 years. I've been doing this for well over a decade. So every fad that y'all follow, I was in the shop fixing the fads every time. Okay. We had coochie cream. Then after coochie cream, we had rice water. Rice water got old. And now, no. Then we had curl typing and stuff. Curl typing started getting old. They had to add more stuff to it. Then rice water comes along. And Team Natural. Then once Team Natural was over, now everybody's like, okay, I'm about to do a relaxer. But then everybody who was making the natural products, these product lines made billions of dollars. The natural hair industry is a $1 billion industry. So when y'all decided y'all didn't want to be natural no more and y'all wanted to get relaxers, they said, oh no, we got to make relaxers look bad. So then, boom, here we go. Now relaxers give everybody cancer. People been getting relaxers for longer than every person on here listening to the sound of my voice has been alive. Why is just now causing cancer? It ain't no coincidence that the same year all of y'all are done with all of these team natural hair products, relaxers cause cancer, and keratin treatments are the deal. And Gina Curl better than the Wave Nouveau that's been around forever. Like, it ain't no coincidence. None. It ain't no coincidence. But see, y'all are there's so much internal hate amongst black women that y'all can't even hold each other up. It's impossible to put other black women on game because you see other black women as the enemy. So if because you see other black women as the enemy, whenever another black woman says something that you don't agree with, it's like, there's the enemy saying something I don't agree with. Let's attack. That's how it's been going. So it's almost impossible for black women to hold other black women up. So a lot of the black women like me are like, you know what? I can't help because I'm not about to make put myself in harm's way just to help. But see, my purpose is a little bit bigger than that. It's bigger than, I want a bunch of views. I want to know this generational stuff. Most people want to build legacy for the next 10 years, the next 20 years. No, I'm on that Kemet type of legacy. Like, I'm on that 1,000 years from now, them trying to figure out how I did what I did and still can't figure it out. That's the type of energy I'm on. I don't care nothing about no bloody shoes, no red bottoms, no views. I don't care nothing about none of that. And the reason that so many people are in these messed up situations is because y'all not following scientists. Y'all following people that's following fads. That's why they make a video and then they never do that technique again. But you walking around doing the bagging method, and the girl who taught y'all to do it don't do that shit. She don't do that. She did it one time for that video. Then it messed her hair up and she cut it off, and y'all all still doing it. I'm just being honest. I haven't put heat on my hair since 2014 when I went natural from relaxer. Now when I try to flat iron my hair remains frizzy. It doesn't have anything to do with it not being a good silk press, babe. You have to learn, and I'm not being disrespectful, right? I'm not being disrespectful, but I did hair for over a decade. My first couple silk presses, I wasn't good. It takes practice. You have to have a proper blow drying technique. If your hair was still frizzy when you flat iron it, that means your blowout wasn't good enough. So you need to change the products that you using. You probably using too much product on your hair. You probably not blow drying your hair the right way, and then you flat iron it because the flat iron is just the finisher. Most people think that when they flat iron their hair, a flat iron does all the work. The flat iron is probably the least important thing in the flat ironing process. The flat iron itself is the least part of the whole entire silk press process. It's literally the least of the it has the least amount of importance. Because most of the work, if not all of the work, should be done with the actual blow dryer. So nothing else from that instance actually matters. So you need to get a mannequin first, because as a professional cosmetologist, we do not practice on our own hair or on clients. Okay? You have to practice in a classroom first for months. I don't remember, it was over a decade ago. About 15, 16. It was longer than that. 17. Don't worry about it. It was a long time ago. But when I was standing behind a chair, when I was in cosmetology school, I practiced on a mannequin about 150,000 times before I ever put a flat iron to anybody else's head. So I'm not being disrespectful, my love, but you don't know what you're doing. Hairstylists that you seeing on YouTube, did they if they A1, they didn't just wake up, pick up a brush. No, it's a technique to it. I know social media make you think that hairstylists don't have no technique. No, it's a technique to a silk press. It's a technique to a blowout. It's a technique to flat ironing hair. Just like people ask me, what temperature do you have it on? I don't like answering that question because the temperature I use is not going to be the temperature that you use, because it's based on my porosity, based on the health of my cuticle, based on my elasticity. So that's what I mean. When it comes to flat ironing your hair, a flat iron is a professional tool. So I'm not saying you shouldn't use a flat iron if you're not a professional, but get you a mannequin. And when you do a flat iron on a mannequin and it don't frizz up and it lasts 2 weeks, then flat iron your hair. But a professional cosmetologist did not become a professional cosmetologist practicing on on like humans. Even when you're in cosmetology school, you cannot touch a real human being until you get on the floor. You in a classroom, that's what we call it, the floor. You in a classroom first, and then after, I want to say it's about 6-7 months. And then after you get out, you like a freshman when you the first like 6-7 months when you go to cosmetology school, and then you graduate and you get on the floor, and then on the floor you got like junior and senior. So you like freshman, sophomore in the classroom, and you like a junior and a senior on the floor. And when you a junior and senior, then you can actually touch clients. But licensed cosmetologists do not touch clients until they're in cosmetology school for 6 months. So I'm not being disrespectful, but you're not just gonna pick up a flat iron and then be able to do a silk press the same way a professional cosmetologist does. It don't work like that. So I hope that makes sense. Raw aloe plant gel. Do not put aloe in your hair. Listen, food goes in your stomach. Food goes in your stomach. If you want to put food in your hair, then you need to study how to extract the properties from that food and use them in a safe manner. For example, if I want to use aloe in my hair, I am not taking the aloe plant and slapping it in my hair. Absolutely not. When you pick up a product and it say with aloe vera gel, my love, they did not go to the Walmart and get an aloe plant and put it in a blender and mix it with some soap and put some scents in there. No, that's not how it works. It's not. No. What they do, they either do a dry, I'm sorry. They either do an oil distillation, a hot or oil distillation. You can put it in glycerin and make a glyceride out of it and extract those properties. It'll take about 6 weeks. Or you could put it in alcohol, a certain type of alcohol. Don't just go get Grey Goose. You put it in a certain type of alcohol, and then the alcohol extracts those properties, and you use it like that. That's when you look on the back of the bottle, it says with coconut oil. They made coconut oil extract. They put the coconuts inside of a machine, and they took all of the good properties of the coconut, and then they left all of the bad ones behind. Y'all just go get coconuts and put it straight in y'all hair. That is not how they made the product with coconut oil in it. And that's what I'm talking about. Because of the lack of respect for other people's professions, and because of the lack of respect for like knowledge, y'all just make stuff up. Food goes in your stomach unless you are going to actually go through the process of separating the good and bad properties of plants. As an herbalist, it low-key irritates me seeing so many people, oh, put this in your hair. Just because somebody's selling y'all tea does not mean that they're a tea expert or herbal expert. If you see somebody that's telling you to just slap herbs in your hair, run. I have 2 videos on my whole channel telling y'all about anything herbal. And the 2 things that I do, I tell y'all to wash your hair immediately. Unless it's rose water or witch hazel when you cleansing the scalp. And you only using a very small amount, and I tell you exactly how to pat it dry and then sit under a hooded dryer. But you don't go to the grocery store and just start grabbing stuff and slapping it in your hair. No. Like as you can hear it in my voice, it's like my pet peeve. It's like, oh, it irritates me so bad. Not you, but oh, I missed it. That's why I'm episode of baking soda. Like, hard. It's it gets on my nerves so bad. I be so irritated. That's why I be smoking weed so much. Cause I'm like, I can't give up on y'all, but like it'll be so annoying. Yeah, the first video I watched yesterday for Fenugreek that is not making your hair grow. This was after me watching a video called 3 Ways to Use Fenugreek. And this is the thing. They're like, oh, Ayurvedic medicine. The women who were using that wash their hair every freaking day. So if y'all gonna say that, you cannot, the problem that I have, people love getting in on other cultures and using what they use without doing what they did. So y'all want to put herbs and stuff in y'all hair like Indian women do, but Indian women don't go 3 weeks without washing their hair. The days that they're putting fenugreek in their hair, they putting the fenugreek in their hair, massaging their scalp maybe for a couple hours. It's like a whole ritual. And then after they get done massaging the fenugreek into their scalp for an hour, 2 hours, however long they let it sit, then they go detox their scalp and wash it out. They not walking around with it in their hair, wetting their hair down with it every day for 6 months and washing their hair once every 6 months or co-washing their hair. Come on. Y'all cannot pick what parts of history y'all want to use and then to get like just throw away other parts. Like, no, absolutely not. Fenugreek, if you gonna use fenugreek in your hair, I don't understand why you're doing that. First things first, your scalp is only going to absorb 60% of what you put on it, right? And then you only gonna get that full 60% if you don't have no oil on the scalp. So if you have any oil, any product, any butter, any gel, any edge control, anything on your hair, anything on the scalp, you're not even gonna get that full 60%, right? Not to mention the place that the fenugreek needs to get to is the blood supply. All right. Now, if you drink Fenugreek every day, up to 95% of everything that you drink is going to make it to your bloodstream. 95%, whether you got stuff on your scalp or not. So you tell me, what's better for you to do? Put Fenugreek on your scalp or just drink it? Like, bro, it don't like it's drink Fenugreek. Yes. Which I thought was great. That after watching your video, yep. Thanks for sharing your knowledge, Sam. I've had a hole in the center of my head due to hair abuse and neglect in my younger years. Now hair is finally growing back after 10 years. Thanks to your advice. Listen, boo. That's all you. Like, I just told you where to look, girl. But it's your body, girl. And you the one that's massaging and making your body feel special when you ain't putting rice nipple juice on there. You ain't walking around with apple cider vinegar smelling like pickle juice. Smelling like rice and pickles. You won't smell like no macaroni salad. You sexy girl. I have a meeting at 6. See the rest later. Bye, boo. Tell him, Sam. Blow drying shouldn't take all day with Sis tips. Man. She said she done blow drying her hair in 15 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. I'm about to stand up. I was just laying down. Now I'm standing up. Listen, out of everything in the world, Craig, not just the city, the world, Craig, out of everything, the thing that irritates me the most is seeing women talk about, oh yeah, blow drying my hair is bad. Blow drying my hair, oh my God, it's so bad. So I stretch my hair out and it takes 4 days to dry, but it's worth it. It's like, it is the craziest thing I have ever seen in my life. So you mean to tell me that logically, this is just common sense, forget about science. And this is not a rhetorical question. I need everybody that's listening to me to answer this question. So you're going to tell me that it's better for your hair for you doing your hair for your wash day. Your wash day is not over until your hair is dry and styled. So if your hair don't dry for 3 days, your wash day took 3 days. Okay? So a wash day, you mean to tell me that it is healthier for a wash day to take 3 days than it is for it to take 15 minutes? It is 10 times worse for your hair shaft to be wet for 3 days, 72 hours, than 15 minutes. You gonna tell me it's more damaging for your hair to be blow dried for 15 minutes than it is for it to be wet for 72 hours? It's not a rhetorical question. I'm asking. I'm not being a smart ass either. I just want to know. I just want to know. Do that make sense to you? I'm just asking. I'm just asking for a friend. I am just asking for a friend. Does that make sense? What do you think is more damaging? Your hair being wet for 3 days or you blow drying it for 15 minutes? You tell me. Hmm? You let me know. You answer the question for me, pimping. That's what you do. Oh, it's raining. I'm about to be so ghetto right now. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna mute it so y'all don't hear me yell. Okay. Get to y'all comments and then we're gonna go because I gotta start cooking dinner. Baking soda is strong. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, ooh. And this is the thing. Y'all putting listen to it just I just be wanting to pop people in the mouth. Now I'm about to be myself. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna put professional Sam back on the phone in a minute. But this Detroit Sam. This is the stuff. The stuff that gets on my nerves. So the same women who walk around with apple cider vinegar in their head think shampoo is bad. They don't want to use shampoo with sulfate in it. So you gonna tell me that sulfate, regular shampoo with sulfates in it is worse than acid? Apple cider vinegar has no nutritional value whatsoever. It is pure acid. That is a fact. Google it yourself. Actually, if you got a bottle of apple cider vinegar in your house, go turn it around and look at it. Look at the ingredients. It's gonna say next to every, when it say potassium, iron, it's gonna say 0 straight down the back. It has 0 nutritional value. It is acid. You can unclog your sink with apple cider vinegar. So can you please explain to me why the Team Natural community taught you that it was okay to cleanse your hair? It's better to wash your hair with acid than it is to use sulfate shampoo? Make it make sense. Real quick, I'm not being a smart ass. I want to know, how is it healthier to use acid than to use regular shampoo that happens to have sulfate in it? Because it is a scientific fact that apple cider vinegar is 10 times harsher for the hair shaft than sulfate shampoo is. Factual. Factual. But maybe I'm wrong. So somebody tell me in the comments I'm not being a smart ass. I just want to know. I mean, I respect science and all, but it's called hair care. It works. I use it for 1 month and my scalp and my hair grew an inch in 1 month. Listen to me. Listen to me. Everybody's hair grows an inch a month. That was not special. Your hair didn't do anything that it wasn't supposed to do. With those herbs, all herbs that y'all are putting in your head have antibacterial and antimicrobial properties. So all that or all those herbs did was kill all of the bacteria that you've let on your scalp. Because if you're listening to people on social media that tell you to put herbs on your scalp, guaranteed for sure, you also put oils in your hair too. For sure. You were trying other things too. You already had a scalp infection, sis. Like, I'm not being disrespectful, but when y'all be like, I mean, I respect science. Listen, no, you don't. If you about to come back and say something else, no, you don't. Don't you understand that herbs are science? I'm an herbalist, sis. I love herbs more than I love hair. That is a fact. I left the hair industry to focus on herbal medicine and herbal cures. That's what I do now. That's why y'all don't see me standing behind the chair doing hair, because that's not what I do. I am a herbalist. I focus on herbal cures. The reason that herbs are working on y'all scalp is because y'all all have been following fads on social media for years. And now these fads are dying off. And now y'all all have scalp infections. And these herbs cure the scalp infections. But you know what else they do? The same herbs that you are putting in your scalp that is now regulating your hair growth cycle, because everybody's hair grows an inch a month. Actually, your hair is supposed to grow an inch and a half a month. All right. So all it did was set your natural hair growth cycle back to normal because you had done something to throw it off balance. The herbs did not do anything different. Oh my God, it grew my hair back in a month. Sus, everybody's hair grows an inch and a half a month. If your hair wasn't doing that before, it was because something that you did had threw your natural hair growth cycle off and broke your hair off. So your hair wasn't maintaining that 1 inch a month. So then you put herbs in your hair, it killed the bacteria, and now your natural hair growth cycle is going. But see, this is what's gonna happen next. Y'all gonna keep using it because y'all just started all this herbal stuff. Hair weathering and follicle death takes anywhere between 6 months and 25 years. I treat women that talk like you every single day. Every single day. But I'm treating them 10 years later, 11 years later. Understand this. You have good bacteria and bad bacteria in your scalp. Herbs are so powerful, they will kill bacteria, period. And they not like, oh, I'm not going to kill them. That's good. No, they're going to kill good and bad bacteria. So what's happening? Y'all, your natural hair growth cycle is resetting now, but you're going to keep putting it in your hair. And it's going to keep killing all of your bad and good bacteria. Okay? And depending on your diet, see, if your diet is good, then it's going to take a little longer for your follicles to die if your diet is good, because your body is an army. It's a massive army. So if you damaging your follicle with herbs, but you're eating right, then your immune system is going to be powering up to fight against what you're doing. But once you keep doing it, your follicles are going to die. That's how it works. Herbs kill good bacteria and bad bacteria. The reason that your hair is growing is because you had a follicle infection before. Dandruff, dry scalp, those are all follicle infections. You can have a yeast infection in your belly button, your ears, and your scalp. So you putting the herbs on your hair kill the bacteria. I know more about herbs than I do about hair. That's not true. It's the same. Like I'm all in it. What you mean? And y'all like to call them Ayurvedic herbs. Girl, bye. Not you, girl, bye. That's just the name that they given it, and the person who researched it. Listen, all over this planet, there are more herbs than anybody can count. I can name all 1,500 of them right now. I'm not about to, but I can. They kill good and bad bacteria, sis. So again, I'm not trying to, oh, herbs are bad. I am a herbalist. I love herbs more than I love hair products. If my kid, I haven't given my kids, my husband, my mama medicine in years. My mama had an infection in her mouth, and instead of her going to the doctors, I went ahead and got some alum stone, smashed it up with some clove and some other and one other essential oil, and then gave it to my mom. She took it for 2 days. The scalp infection, the infection that she had in her gums, gone. Gone. Let me tell you something. I'm all for treating the body with herbs, but in a way that it makes sense. And herbs do not belong in your hair, period. I don't care what you're talking about. I love y'all, but it don't go in your hair. It does not. Barbecue sauce don't go in your hair. Rice water, none of this stuff goes in your hair. It don't. No, it don't work like that. The more organic, the better. Just because it's organic don't mean that it go in your hair. Like you can drink. I mean, you can put. I just ate a salad. It had onions in it. I can eat onions till I'm blue in the face, but let me take one of them onions and put it in my eye. Just because an onion is good ingested in my body when I'm chewing it, don't mean that it's good for my eyes to put directly in my eyeball. Oh my god. Hey, saying, do you have any tips for low porosity hair? I have my porosity series is coming next week. I promise. This series is the moisture series. So we got one more video on the moisture series that I'm putting up when we ouch, I just hit my toe when we get out of here. I use aloe, and it actually aloe leaf liquefied inside. Use it on my scalp. Listen, I love y'all, but y'all, can y'all please stop making comments like that? If you put aloe in your hair in any way, shape, or form, I do not support it. If you put herbs in your hair in any way, shape, or form, I feel the same way. When I was talking about aloe, I was talking about the inside of the leaf. I didn't think anybody took the green part on the outside. I'm talking about the inside too. Peep game. Aloe is made of the same amino acids that your hair is made of. It's pure protein. Pure protein is what aloe is. Aloe does not belong in the hair, period. And I just put it on my scalp. What's her name? I can't remember what her name is, but her products are in Ulta. And you probably got that from her. Honey, your hair is growing out of your scalp. If you put aloe on your scalp, you put aloe on your hair. Keep putting aloe on your scalp. Hair weathering takes anywhere between 5 to 15 years to set in. You will have protein overload. You will. I just treated it yesterday. Aloe herbs do not go in your hair, no matter how y'all put it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It don't go in your hair. Period. Point blank. It don't go in your hair. Period. That's why all of the girls who told y'all to put herbs in your hair in the first place are done making content. They done making natural content because they don't know what other shit to make up. It don't go in your hair. Stop putting herbs in your hair, out in the inside of the plant, the outside of the plant, the seed, the leaves, the stems, the bulbs, the flowers, the leaves, everything. None of it. Don't put it in your hair. I love y'all. I'm not trying to be rude. Don't do it. Herbs do not go in your hair. Our ancestors knew how to distill things. They knew how to distill plants. If y'all gonna put herbs in your hair, if that's what y'all want to do, y'all gonna have to put y'all big girl panties on and your big boy drawers on, and y'all gonna have to learn how to do distillation. You want to use some aloe? Cool. What you need to know, you need to go figure out how to pull out, how to make how to do an extract. You need to learn how to make an aloe extract. If you want to put it in your scalp, which you should not do, aloe, even with an extract, unless you have damaged high porosity hair, you should never put anything that has aloe in it in your hair. But if y'all, unless y'all trying to go and get glycerin and make an extract out of the herbs that y'all gonna put in your hair, don't do it. If y'all want to go get glycerin and put herb and glycerin and wait however many weeks you gotta wait on Guru VIP, they know how to make glycerites. Wait however long you gotta wait and then put it in your hair, do it. No problem. But just going and getting it from the grocery store and putting it in your hair, absolutely not. That's not how it goes. When you see aloe with coconut oil in a bottle, they did not go to the grocery store and make a hair product. Stop putting the stuff from the grocery store in your head, period. And if it's working now, you're going to have hair weathering, it's going to be falling out later, period. And I'm not trying to wish nothing bad on you, but this is what I do. I got tired of healing stuff. I got tired of being the one that was Mrs. Fix It tangibly with my hands. Now I am the scientist that they come into, so it won't even happen in the first place. Mm-hmm. Come on, y'all. Hi, Sam. Don't know if I'm noticing this because I started following you. Don't be blaming me. But